Project Kyle's Top 10.
Wow! Live long and prosper, dude! So aliens are always a strong glue for holding a sci-fi franchise together. And over the years, humanity's opinion on what aliens should look like has changed. Today, they usually look a bit awkward and out of the ordinary, and in some cases, just downright unattractive to humans. But in spite of this, there are some alien races in sci-fi franchises that I have not only found attractive, but just downright adorable. So today, I would like to share my top 10 list of most adorable aliens of all time.
Number 10.
Marvin the Martian, the Looney Tunes franchise. During the golden ages of cartoons, director Chuck Jones decided to create the type of character who was quiet and soft-spoken, but his actions were incredibly destructive and legitimately dangerous. Marvin the Martian was the result, and made his debut in 1948. In spite of his strange obsession with wanting to destroy the Earth, Marvin looks anything but the conqueror that he is, and is definitely the last guy you could see pulling out a laser rifle and frying your brains when you're not looking. But he will. So you better watch your back.
Number 9.
Although not the most attractive alien out there, E.T. makes up for his appearance with his good intentions and flat-out gentle nature. Starring in the 1982 American science fiction film, you're never going to guess the title, E.T. E.T. is a harmless extraterrestrial that you just can't say anything bad about. Well, almost anything. Don't even think about it, E.T. If you touch me with that finger out, I'm warning you, E.T. That finger will never touch anything again! Anyways, this little guy was responsible for creating a blockbuster film that surprisingly surpassed Star Wars to make the most revenue of all time. A record that surprisingly was held for 11 years. Man, us alien life forms are cooler, more advanced, and make more money than the human race. It's a good thing you humans got Will Smith. Otherwise, we would have no problem invading your planet. Curse you, Will Smith.
Number 7.
Originally created as the ultimate bioweapon to cause chaos across the galaxy, Stitch's destructive nature was softened after he was adopted by a broken family, which he regrettably dismantled and almost destroyed past the point of no return. But then he fixed everything and got them back together again, so it's all good. Stitch is widely recognized for his likable personality, good nature, and heroic actions, but also his hot temper and his unfailing ability to get into trouble. He also experienced a periodic glitch that had him reverting to his original destructive programming, which later led to his tragic death, but was later brought back to life as his sister-like human friend, Lilo, embraced Stitch, and the affection that Lilo felt for Stitch revived him, continuing Disney's theory that love overpowers death every time. Sorry to disappoint you, Disney, but hugging a dead body does not bring that person back. Same goes for the theory that kissing a frog will turn it into a beautiful princess. It doesn't work. Just trust me on this one.
Number 6.
Yes, I know they're Daleks. And yes, I know they're cold, evil-hearted killing machines that would destroy the universe in a heartbeat. But you can't tell me that you never once looked at one of these guys and just said to yourself, duh. I mean, seriously. They got toilet plungers as hands. It doesn't get much more adorable than that. Now, if you're not a Whovian, then you're probably looking at these guys and thinking to yourself, Kyle, you stupid, ignorant, brain-dead stinky poo. These are robots, not aliens. My response? You called me a stinky poo. Also, the Daleks are not robots, but actually a race of mutants that exist in a robotic body. Created by the scientist Davros as the ultimate bioweapons, his final modification was to remove their ability to feel pity, compassion, or remorse. The Daleks soon came to view themselves as a supreme race in the universe, and began their conquest of universal domination and extermination. In this world, they first came out in December 1963, and have relatively maintained the same appearance down to this year of 2015.
Number 6.
Yoda. He's awesome. Enough said.
Number 5.
The most criticized race in Return of the Jedi. Somehow having the Galactic Empire fall to a group of walking teddy bears didn't fare too well with the fans. Still, in spite of the setting, the Ewoks were definitely a cute and cuddly race. Well, most of them at least. Seriously, this guy gave me nightmares as a kid. Not okay, Lucas. Not okay. The Ewoks came into existence when George Lucas intended that a primitive race should overthrow the Empire in what was intended at the time to be the final episode, and had originally planned to use the Wookiees, but decided against it after it had been established that Chewbacca was proficient with technology. His answer was to create a new race called Ewoks, the cute little fuzzy creatures that we know and love today. In spite of their criticism, I really don't mind having these guys in Return of the Jedi. I mean, there were way worse and more irritating characters that later came into the Star Wars franchise. Names don't need to be mentioned. Also, they were only in half of one movie. I mean, at least it wasn't like they dedicated an entire movie to... yeah, I forgot about that one. Never mind. Still, because they are so adorable, I put these guys at number 5.
Number 4.
In the Toy Story universe, the aliens made their first appearance in Toy Story 1, in a claw vending machine at Pizza Planet that Buzz Lightyear climbed into. They believe that the crane, or the claw, is their master who will sometimes select one of their kind to go to a better place. However, this theory was proven false as one of them landed in the hands of an insane psychopath named Sid. Yeah, thanks Pixar for completely ruining my childhood. The aliens continued their appearance in later videos such as Toy Story 2 and 3, and the Buzz Lightyear movie and TV series, making them one of the most used figures in the Toy Story franchise.
Number 3.
Young Adipose, Doctor Who series. Adipose are hand-sized marshmallow-shaped beings, composed almost entirely of fat. When on Earth, the adipose development was started when a weight loss pill was introduced to the human race. The result? The young adipose would grow, collecting fat from around the body, and every night, the adipose would then be born by breaking off and leaving the body of the host. This was at first a win-win for both the alien baby and the human host. However, given time, things got a little out of hand as the adipose began to breed at an alarming rate, reducing the human host to pretty much nothing. This soon led to a catastrophe and a near genocide of every overweight human in the UK. However, the majority of the human race was saved by the good old doctor. Other than the high loss of human life that was sacrificed to breed these creatures, after being born, the adipose are pretty much as harmless and adorable as it gets. If they come in contact with a human, they'll usually just smile, wave, and then waddle off into the distance, completely unaware of the criminal actions taken to create them. Even the doctor couldn't kill them after they were retrieved by the adult adipose mothership. I guess that doesn't really say too much. I mean, the adipose are just babies. The doctor is too good of a man to ever physically harm a... Oh. I forgot about that episode. But those were mutant spider babies, and spiders are evil. So that makes it okay.
Number 2.
Tribbles, Star Trek series. Born pregnant, a single tribble with sufficient food can quickly increase its number, bearing an average litter of 10 every 12 hours. The result is this. Literally, death by adorableness. And I was talking about the tribbles, not Kirk. Sorry, ladies. Although harmless in small numbers, as the tribbles multiply, they can cause massive destruction and completely devastate a starship in a matter of days. Still, although they can be harmful if not managed properly, these little puffballs are loved by everyone around the universe. Except for these guys. They didn't make my list for obvious reasons.
Number 1.
In the deepest, darkest depths of this universe, there exists a merciless monstrosity, one who shows no compassion for the worlds he devours, nor does he feel any sorrow for the lives he takes. His sole purpose? To devour everything in sight, without consideration, without compassion, for the ruin he delivers.
I am Kirby! Hear me! Downright the most horrible living being in all of sci-fi history, this gluttonous, cannibalistic murderer is the protagonist of the Kirby series of video games owned by Nintendo. Famous for his ability to inhale objects and creatures at will to attain their abilities, Kirby is arguably one of the most dangerous beings the galaxy has ever known. Now, any character with this background should only be found in an adult-only, triple-violent, don't-play-unless-you're-messed-up 17-plus rated game. And he easily would have been, except for one small problem. They had to go and make him cute! And not just kinda cute, but literally so cute that you completely ignore all the merciless genocide this guy delivers and consider him an E-rated childhood role model. I mean, you cannot not like this guy. And because of his adorable appearance, you begin to forget that this guy is a good-for-nothing jerk and just strut along and wreak havoc across the universe without any regrets. Somehow, this guy just makes total destruction fun. And in spite of his questionable actions, Kirby has also protected the universe from some very powerful and downright odd threats. Also, another thing to consider is that although his actual age is not recorded in his bio, numerous facts seem to lead to the suspicion that Kirby is actually only a baby, ranging from a year old to maybe even just a few months. So I guess he's not really an out-of-control bad guy, but more likely a victim of the paradox where an immature being is handed the responsibility of unlimited power, which was shown when he took his endless appetite a little too far and devoured his home planet, Popstar. Yeah, good going, Kirby. Still, whether a misunderstood child or a vicious, merciless destroyer of worlds, Kirby will always remain as one of the most adorable aliens of all time.
That's all the time we have. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then please push the like button, and if you want to see more videos, then please push the subscribe button. On that note, this is Project Kyle signing off. Farewell.